Hey guys, how you all doing today? And today we're watching Final Destination 4 or The Final Destination. Why is it called The Final Destination? So it's the last one because it's the final. I don't know. This one is in 3D, and I've heard really bad things about this movie from you guys from the last Final Destination reaction video. So I enjoyed the last three so far. They were a decent time. They weren't anything special, but they were a decent time. Now I'm scared. I'm apprehensive. My nipples are hard, but not in the good way. Apparently, this is stupid, over the top, and silly. From what I've heard from you guys, there is some people who like it, but I've heard mainly negative things about this one. But I might be the odd one out by liking this one. We never know. You never know. Opinions are subjective. So without further ado, let's motherfucking do this, boys and girls. 3, 2, 1, go. I know this song, Shinedown, Devour by Shinedown. This is a good song though by Shinedown. Shinedown, one of my favorite bands, man.
Exactly, the more...
Oh.
Drink as much as you like.
Will a car crash into all them? Is that the premonition?
Nick.
This tickles.
Oh, Mom. No.
Put tampons in their ears.
That's wrong, man.
I can't see now.
Down in front, asshole.
Approaching the halfway point.
What a dick. Oh shit. No one's noticed that? Everyone's blind in this movie. Life's a bitch and then you die. Any questions? I want that t-shirt. There goes the tire. That looked atrocious. That looked atrocious. These deaths look fucking atrocious. Okay. I am not gonna lie. That is probably the weakest intro, like death, premonition, of the series so far.
Lost your fucking mind?
Final Destination 2. The buzz from the first movie. Death by caffeine. Wow. I would not go to that cafe after what I just witnessed if I was in this movie. McKinley Speedway.
I think we should go to the memorial.
McKinley at the high school from part 3.
Go ahead, Janet. Kiss it. It's your choice, heads or tails,
Yeah.
but you know I like head.
Can't believe everyone else.
Oh my, this guy reminds me of Friday the 13th, that guy, Trent. Your tits are stupendous. You remember that guy? The douchebag from that movie, the remake. I think the roller coaster was the best part, to be honest with you. The best open. That's a tough question. I don't know. The plane was because I'm scared of planes personally. I'm scared of flying high. You know, I'm scared when it lands. In particular, I don't know why. I just hate it. When we take off too, I just don't like it. But part 2 had a decent one too, because it's kind of realistic. That, you know, one of you guys said that in the comments. It's kind of realistic. That kind of shit can happen. I don't know about the logs going through a guy's car and killing him, but part 3 roller coasters. Pfft.
Killed my wife.
No, he didn't.
I'm sorry for your loss.
You're just venting, dude. Get over it.
Well, nobody lives forever, nigger.
What a redneck. That guy's gonna die. I guarantee you that. Well, all these people are gonna die. It's not hard to predict, but Oh. This... Is this his way to apply for the KKK membership? Wow. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? There's some good songs in this, you know. Ooh. Wow. That was hilarious. I don't like these hints the guy gets. It's like, it's all in your face just for the 3D aspect. Like in the previous movies, it was all subtle. Like in the last movie, it was about these photos.
Sign with a rock. Okay.
Well, that was an epic fail, wasn't it? Bunch of tits.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You love your job, don't you? Do we have to look at this up close? Oh, the noise. Can you fuck off with that noise?
Oh my God, are you okay?
I've got my eye on you two.
That line was so atrocious.
Weird is putting tampons in your kid's ears. That's weird.
That is
She
true.
was bound to die sooner or later.
The exposition we've heard 3 times already.
Articles about people who had a premonition about a disease. They saved themselves. And then they died.
Okay, so people died. So what?
Black coffee.
So he's next then.
I think so.
A mechanic? There's a lot of ways you can die if you're a mechanic. With cars and shit, especially in this kind of movie. So if this is called McKinley Speedway, does this take place the same place as the 3rd movie?
About him.
But we do know where he works. Grand State Customs.
What's gonna happen? This guy's gonna be a dick about it, not believing that he's gonna die. I just know it. There's a formula to these movies now. It's a very simple formula. Everybody is a suspect.
I mean, watching Nadia die like that in front of me.
I know exactly how you feel. I lost my wife and my daughter in a car accident. I was driving, and I was drunk. Look out!
Well, I guess it's not my turn to die. Y'all take care.
These deaths are so hilarious. Is that the chick from the 2nd movie? And the 1st movie? It is, isn't it? Oh god.
That's funny, huh? Give me the gun.
No.
Oh my god. Oh, he broke his phone? Of course it doesn't work now. Oh, she's gonna drown inside. This dude's having a bad day. All that for a quarter? Really? Oh, her head's stuck. Oh shit, her head's stuck. Ah, good. So, she was saved. There's his lucky coin.
My family's waiting for me.
This guy wants to die.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. This guy is the most genuine and likable dude in this movie so far. Like, I believe his performance, and he's likable. It reminds me of the chick in part 2 when she lost her husband a few years back, and then she lost the kid, and then obviously she got her head fucking snapped off.
George!
Try to hang himself. Try to kill himself. You can't kill yourself in this movie.
Look inside the car kept stalling.
Yeah, it's like Eugene in part 2. He couldn't shoot himself even though he was fully loaded.
It's a break in the chain.
Apple cider
Thank you. Thank
and a
God.
toast.
Mm-hmm.
To life.
To life.
Celebrating too soon.
McKinley Speedway crash has finally been named now that his family's been notified. Jonathan Groves was rescued in the rubble.
You know how many of your kind I killed in Korea?
I'm Chinese, sir.
Same difference.
Wow. Everyone's an arsehole in these movies.
So if he dies, I'm next again.
Great conversation to have in a public elevator. I bet they all think you're on cocaine, crack, the shit your nan gives you in the morning to make you feel better. I don't know what that is. You might survive that. Maybe.
No, not that. I mean, it's like deja vu. My wife said that deja vu is like God's way.
The only guy I liked in this movie. God damn it.
Down in front, assholes!
Sir, move your feet.
Very similar to the beginning.
Janet, come on, we have to leave right now. No. No, I can't keep doing this, okay? You're both nuts.
Janet, we gotta go. Come on.
No. Don't you see? This is where I was supposed to be in the first place, not that stupid race.
You were meant to see this movie so you could die. That's gnarly. Oh! Holy shit. You think you could stop death that easy? Death's like, bitch, you ain't gonna stop me.
Bye-bye, suckers!
Wait, come on. Very close call.
What the hell is that?
This is a giant chocolate with whipped cream, chocolate syrup, caramel, and sprinkles.
That looks disgusting. Yeah, I'm going into a diabetic coma just looking at it.
Ah, it's the same table.
It was the plan from the beginning.
Ah, the X-rays. Show the X-ray. Wow. This is where I'll be brutally honest with you guys, okay? I didn't like this movie at all. There was... this movie was fucking shit. I'm sorry. I was zoning out midway through the movie, I'm gonna lie. I just didn't give a fuck about the characters. A rinse repeat formula. At least try something new with the with the material. Part 2 did somewhat to an extent. Yeah, you can say the same thing for the third movie, but the third movie still felt somewhat fresh. This one just felt just just generic, and the characters were just stereotypical. You know, didn't have much development to him. The one who had the most development was the security guy, and because of his family, and he wanted to kill himself, and you know, and he dies out of nowhere, and he was the only guy from in this movie who I actually believed in their performance. Everyone else had a pretty shitty performance in this. That's me being brutally honest. I just felt like these people can't act worth a shit. Like the line deliveries and the deaths, they were all so fucking corny and like poorly done. If you compare the deaths from the like three previous movies, they are much better done than they are in this one. And the 3D takes the center stage, kind of like in Saw 3D, and it's obvious. And that's their main agenda. I get it. I can see why the majority of you guys who commented on my Final Destination 3 video did not like this one. I completely agree with you. This maybe you guys telling me how much you hated it, maybe it made me feel that way already, but I just didn't enjoy the movie. I just didn't. Like, the main lead was generic. Like, compare him to the chick from the last movie, compare him to the guy from the first movie and the chick from the second movie. Like, he doesn't really stack up that well, you know. And I just didn't. And the ending was so fucking predictable. Okay, death by caffeine. Yes, of course they're all gonna fucking die there, you know. And then same happened in the third movie too. So, and when it said 2 weeks later, oh yeah, I know it's not gonna end this way, and the same formula over and over again, and you have to change things up. Come on, I know 3D. This was the big difference, was the 3D, but come on, seriously, you've got fucking, you know, the premonition, and you got, you know, people dying who survived it, and you got them working out, oh, they think they survived it, but no, they didn't, and then they die. Like, they didn't have a decent cast, they didn't have a decent story. The story, we've seen it 3 times already. You know, it had this, you know, the scene, the exposition scene that we saw from the third movie and the second movie and the first movie. You know, it's all here, and I'm like, what new does it add? Like, what's new in this? Even the kills that I assume the fans come for, they're not impressive at all. Maybe I'm just being a negative Nancy, but this movie was shite. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it at all. It just felt like it was no effort, and it was only made just to cash in. You know, I want a horror movie. It's not even a fucking horror movie. It isn't. There's nothing horror about it. Just kills in it, you know? And some of the kills were hysterical. Like the guy, you know, with the tow truck, or the lady said, I've got my eye on you. And the line delivery was like, wow, that was not authentic at all. And then the rock goes for the pebble, rather, sorry. Like, you know, for me, like, you can't say the Saw movies are the same. Maybe for Saw 3D you could say the same, but those movies had a good story. For me, I go for the story. It's a story riveting. It's a story engaging. This story wasn't. I didn't care. Just didn't care. It started off well with Shinedown, Devour on as the start of it, but it all went downhill from there. And the Hunt guy, if you just inserted Trent from Friday the 13th remake, you would have got the same guy, you know. I was just not a big fan of this movie, and you know, if you guys feel like if you guys enjoyed it, that's great. You know, I'm happy you enjoyed it. Tell me why you think that, and we'll talk about it in a nice, peaceful manner. No one killing each other. Just agree, disagree. I am not compelled to watch the fifth one. Like, I am not. With the Saw movies, I was really excited to see the next movie. With this one, I'm like, I have to get to the fifth one now, because I hate to watch a series and not complete it. But I've heard better things for the fifth one, so I will get to it. But I'm not excited to get to it because this movie was pretty bad. I enjoyed the first three. Final Destination 3 was good. You know, the second one wasn't as bad, wasn't as good as the third and the first one, but it was still a decent sequel. You had clear, and you had a nice connection to the first movie, and it actually tries to, you know, add some new things to it. The third one didn't really, but it had, to me, it didn't bother me. But this one just bothered the shit out of me, and hopefully with the fifth one we get something new, something exciting. Because yeah, if we get another version of this one, I'll be even worse on that movie than I am on this. Any positives I can give is that probably like you had that one decent guy who was developed well, but except there's nothing else. You had the stereotypical redneck, you had the fucking hunt guy, you had, you know, like the main two. They had no like personality. They had no like chemistry. Like I don't know. That is it. I'm going to stop talking about this movie. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.